Pagdali
No,
pa!
you're making me laugh. Hello everyone and welcome to a new YouTube video, 12 months in the making. We've had a lot of thinking time and we're finally here. So today we're doing 8 things that surprised me when I went to the Philippines. I've been there 6 times now, and the first time I went there was 2016, but every time I go there, there's something always surprising me. Let's go to number 1, the pace of the lifestyle in the Philippines. So Australia was once well known to be quite a relaxing lifestyle, but that's changed over time. But with the Philippines, everyone there is pretty much laid back and everyone does things really slowly, which in turn is actually a really cool thing that I find anyways, because everything you have to line up for, there's nothing automated. And also banking, all the banking that you do pretty much has to be done inside a bank. Basically, a lot of people pay cash, not much FPOS payments as well. So everything's pretty slow. Time for number 2. Number 2 is the shop trading hours. Now, one thing that actually frustrates me in Australia is everything shuts at like 5 o'clock, except for the supermarket basically. So during the week at 5 o'clock, you've got no hope of getting to the shops to get anything you like. But in the Philippines, everything opens at 10 o'clock and then shuts at 10 o'clock. So you've got a 12-hour window and all night to do your shopping. When in Australia, even on Thursday, which is late night shopping, the shops shut at about 9 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock. And then on the weekend, shops close around 4 or 5 p.m. as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and I like that fact that shops are open later, especially in Australia. When you work 9 till 5, you don't have much time to actually get to the shops. And that's one good positive thing. Even though the Philippines live by a casual and relaxed lifestyle, their shops are definitely always open and it's always packed with kids having milk tea. You can cut that part out. Point number 3, the way people drive. People pretty much drive however they want and it's all over the place, which actually works in a way. There is some meaning behind it. But it's a shock for me because obviously in Australia, people drive very correct and in the lane, when in the Philippines, people are merging and honking and turning left, right and center pretty much everywhere on the road. But in saying that, it does work in a way. I can see how it does work and it flows surprisingly quite nicely. This is in Davao though. That was one thing that did surprise me. It did scare me a little bit because there was close accidents pretty much everywhere and pedestrians almost get run over all the time. Point number 4, you do not fill up your car yourself at the gas or petrol station. So this kind of surprised me in a little bit, although I do know that in America it's pretty standard as well, where you just go to the gas station and then someone's just there to fill up your car. You don't even get out of the car, which is pretty surprising, as in Australia that is pretty much non-existent. And I thought that was actually really cool and something different, and it also gives people a job, which is good. But anyway, we just basically turned up at the petrol station and I almost jumped out of the car ready to fill it up, and then Vanessa stopped me. So, and then someone just turned up and you just tell them how much you want to put in the car and then off you go, which is pretty cool and something that I wish we actually had here. Number 5, the hospitality that I received from Filipinos. So as soon as I arrived, I could tell straight away on my first journey when I arrived in Manila that people were just really generally kind. And a lot of people said hello and asked if I needed any assistance or whatnot. And that was actually really cool. My first impression was really in high regard. In my last 6 trips in total, I have realized that everyone there is just really nice and genuine, which is something that you don't really receive much. Like, you do receive it where I live, but I guess there it's just next level. It's really nice that people are always there willing to assist. Everyone there's positive as well, no matter where you go. And you know, you're always going to find help, especially from the guards as well, because the guards are everywhere in malls and whatnot. They're always willing to assist, which is really cool. Point number 6. Filipinos are very, very passionate about 3 things in life, and that is basketball, beauty pageants, milk tea. Now, 2 of those 3 things I've never heard of before I went to the Philippines. Even though Australia have a long, great winning record of winning Miss Universe, which is once in the last 20 years, the Philippines are very passionate and they seem to win a fair bit. Although one was half Australian, so we're still claiming it.
Boo!
And it literally blew up the country. The country stops to watch Miss Universe. It is similar to Manny Pacquiao fighting. They're very passionate about beauty pageants. when Australia is the complete opposite and we don't really care at all. Basketball is another thing that they're massively passionate about, which I absolutely love. NBA, the PBA, the national team. Don't mention the fight. Vanessa's here. She's quite angry. The fight was 12 months ago and she still can't get over it. There's kids playing basketball no matter what time of the day and they absolutely love it. Another thing that surprised me was the milk tea addiction. I have never heard of milk tea before I arrived in the Philippines. There is a milk tea place on every single corner in the whole country. It is insane. And it's got a lot of sugar and a lot of other stuff in it. And I don't even want to know, but it's really nice. And Vanessa loves it as well. And pretty much everyone loves it. Number 7. This is the second last one on the list. It's the way that kids still live in the Philippines compared to, say, countries like Australia. There are kids just playing on the street no matter what time of the day. In Australia, that was well known in the 60s and 70s, but as time evolved, I guess kids are more inside these days, whether that's for safety reasons or whatnot. It just is what it is. But in the Philippines, no matter where you go, there's young kids, old kids, any kids just playing on the street, basketball, just running around at 9, 10 o'clock at night, and there's kids just running around on the street having fun. Number 8, the last one on my list of things that surprised me when going to the Philippines, it is the family togetherness. Families there are very tight. They're there to help each other. They're there to provide anything they need for each other, and you know, it's hard to be separated. Family love is very, very strong. I'd say it's different here, just culture-wise. Although we're still close with our families, I think there's just something about Filipinos where they're just basically glued together and they're there to help each other no matter what. They just do everything for each other, which again, we do here, but it's just on a whole nother level there. And I think it's really, really nice. Anyways, guys, that is the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll respond to some comments below as well. I'm not really natural with this whole thing. Hopefully you all have a great day, and thank you for watching.